And hi there. Hi there. Peter Gabriel used to say. Out for a bit. Just do a show reminder. Pretty cool. And we're not sure. If you don't know who Isaac Kappy is, go to Twitter at ISAAC, capital Kappy. He's a Hollywood actor who in the last couple of weeks has been outing Seth Green and a number of other Hollywood actors and directors involved in pedophilia. And so we got a couple of viewers. Hi, how you doing? This is I'm very excited about this show. He's not an A-lister by any means, but he's been out there for a while, and he has decided to out some pretty big name stars, as far as what they're doing out there. And so Wednesday night, 9 p.m., he's going to be on here. It's a possibility. This isn't inked in stone, but we may be doing a simulcast with working on to make that happen. But at the least, hey, Lisa, how are you? Hi. Hi, Meredith. How you doing? Pretty excited. There is a couple of things going on. I'll talk about. I might as well talk about them both because I'm just going to stay on for a little bit. But the first one was we got a hold of Isaac Kappy, and if you're not familiar with who he is, he's a Hollywood actor. He is on IMDb. He's not an A-list actor by any means, but he's been out there for a while. He does have a proven history with Hollywood, and he's come out recently on Twitter accusing Seth Green, among others, of being involved in organized pedophilia. So this is huge, and we plan to have him on the show on Wednesday just to tell his story, where he came from, why he's doing this. And I really look forward to it. It's as with anybody that we have on this show, and anybody that's been watching it for a while knows that, yeah, we all have to Facebook jail. Oh, sorry, Lisa, but I've been there. Probably be there again. Won't be the first or the last time. But yeah, I've talked to a guy who's helping him out, Jeremy, who I also knew. Apparently we know each other, but neither one of us remembers how. It's probably through some issue we were working through on Twitter. But at any rate, he's helping him out with his social media because the guy's getting slammed with DMs from here to eternity. Make the YouTube rounds. Use your critical thinking. Yeah. We encourage everybody to do that. But if our goal has always been, number one here, to be a platform for survivors to tell their stories, and that's our main mission. But our second mission is to get the information out, and we formed a crowdsource on Facebook, and our Facebook page and our crowdsource page, and we present the information, we vet as well as we can, but we all know the world that we're living in right now. Now, oh well, that's definitely your prerogative from here to eternity. We'll have him on. We'll hear what he has to say. We've got some pretty good researchers digging down into what he's saying and his history, and all we can do is present the information. That's what we've always done. We just present it. You do the critical thinking, you do the research, and we're an open door, and it swings both ways. So I'm excited. I do know that he is. And the first question I asked myself was, why is this guy doing this? And from his history, I don't see any upside for him. It's the kiss of death in Hollywood. It's not going to advance his career. And I think he's put himself at considerable personal risk, coming out and for them. We present the information, and that's up to you. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Welcome. So I am looking forward to it because he does have, and when I started researching it into him personally and the story that he's telling, I do know one bring them into that system and keep them there and control them. That has been going on with our intelligence agencies. It was probably originated, with British intelligence in the 1400s. So this game has been being played with children as the bait for many, many, many centuries, and probably even before that. But that's the story he's telling, and I can't imagine that there's any reason why telling that story and how it works would not be something that needs to be heard, because a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand how the pedophilia networks, the intelligence agencies, the UN, the children are used as currency. They're used to, they're disposable, and they're murdered, they're sexually abused, they're trafficked, they're prostituted. So, and Hollywood is just another place in America that's rife with pedophilia. So we look forward to, and feel free to ask him any questions in the chat room, and we'll be passing them along. You can email questions. Somebody that's on our Facebook page wanted to know about what he knew about Laurel Canyon, and we'll be asking him about that. So we look forward to your critical thinking, our critical thinking, and most of all, to get the information out, because we know what's going on. Big-headed Martian. Great handle. My head got bigger. My hair got shorter, so my head got bigger. I actually had a haircut. I gave myself one. I always do. It's a fire department haircut. It's really easy. So we're looking forward to that, and we may be simulcasting, and I'm really looking forward to that, with Jason Goodman, Crowdsource The Truth, and we'll see how that works out. Jason has helped the show before. We're looking forward to that. Please join us. Tell your friends. The more the merrier. Howie's. Oh, and on a second note, there's a film, a dramatic film that has been released recently. Very difficult film to watch. But it's basically showing everybody what's going on in your hometown, like right now, tonight, and people need to see that. Yeah, exactly, Meredith. I don't vouch for another human being's credibility, but I vouch for my own. And everybody that we're associated with, there's great brains out there, and I trust you guys to make your own, use your discernment. But John Paul, I had an hour conversation with him. He's an amazing guy, in my opinion, and he's made this very difficult to watch movie. There's a trigger warning on it, but just watching the trailer, and I'm about to watch the entire movie tonight. It was, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up, because from my own research and personal experience, I know that kind of stuff is going on right now, all over the United States, all over the world. So we're going to have him on to talk about that film and his activism. And, it's things are rolling right along. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court made a half-ass ruling that they're going to shortly release this Pennsylvania Attorney General grand jury report about at least 300 priests / rapists, and they're delaying it again because 20 of these child rapists have petitioned the Supreme Court that they don't want the grand jury information's out, and they're acquiescing to the child rapists. So The good news is it looks like part of that report's going to be out in about 14 days. We're digging down into Nexium, the Nexium case. Bronfman just got arrested. It's blowing up. And I believe the key to that, which hasn't been covered yet, and hopefully will be covered, are the Rainbow Cultural Garden schools. You know, that's big. And we're digging into that. We've got some people helping us dig into that. The Joel Davis case, the child rapist that is under indictment for attempting to solicit down to 2-year-old children for sex, and he was in charge of a Stop Rape campaign, Youth to End Sexual Violence. And that's a whole quagmire of companies and it's just, and that's how the world is. So we're staying on it to the best of our ability. A lot of you have helped us with this research. Feel free to email anything pertinent that you have to us at trafficreport911@gmail. And, it's moving right along. So we'll see you on Wednesday night. If there's any updates, we'll bring them to you between now and then. But God willing and the river don't rise, Wednesday we'll be here at 9 p.m. with Isaac Kappy to tell his story of why he's doing this, where he came from, his experience, and what he is alleging. So I hope you join us. Bring your questions, and thank you, everybody. Jason.
I was getting a haircut.
I was